Hey y'all, welcome back to Home by Hannah. In today's video, we'll be cleaning, baking, decorating a cake, and I'll tell y'all more about my skylight calendar. Last year I did a lot of Walmart pickup more than going in to shop because it was just so much easier to take the kids with me for a pickup, especially in rainy, springy days and 100-degree summers. One of my cousins told me about Walmart delivery near the end of the year last year, and just so happens that when I looked into it, they had a 50% discount for the annual membership. So I went ahead and paid $50 for my Walmart delivery to start. Thought I'd give it a try, and I love it so much. I use it all the time. I try to make a menu, and then I will do usually 1 or 2 orders a week. I can order at night, and I like for my groceries to be delivered on my porch the next morning. When I get up, I can walk to the front door, open it, and my groceries are magically there. I do plan to renew my membership as soon as it's time. If any mamas have been wondering if it's worth the hype, it definitely is in my opinion. This week I decided to spoil the kids with some Chips Ahoy because I found out that they really liked them the other day. I just wanted to show y'all what I had gotten in the cold section from Walmart. So we'll have large salads probably tomorrow night. I always like to get the chopped onions because I hate chopping onions. Turnips, which I will show y'all later in the video how I used these. These are for our salad. Cucumber for our salad. Sour cream. I like the Heinz no sugar added for the low carb. And we have Walmart brand honey turkey breast, which I meant to only get the regular, like not the honey. It is still low carb, but it's just a few more carbs, or probably not even a few. It's like one carb more, so it's not a big deal. And my kids love the honey ham, or the honey turkey breast. And then there is the Black Forest ham. This was on sale. And my son loves the Lunchables, so I got a couple of those. I already put a couple of things in the freezer as well. Okay, before y'all start judging me, my Walmart delivery had arrived right when I was walking out the door for a chiropractor appointment, so I had to throw all of the bags with the cold stuff in the fridge before I left. I usually do go through my fridge once a week just to try to keep it clean and get any old food out. So my kitchen had gotten into a mess from baking for my son's little birthday party. We had it at a restaurant with some family, but I did bake a cake, and I will show that later in the video, the process of me decorating it. And so if you want to see that, you'll have to stick around. I think it turned out super cute. For our kiddos' first birthdays, we host a large birthday party for the entire family, and we always rent a space. I do a ton of little decorations, buy some of them and some DIY, and we play games and stuff. And after their one, we've done smaller birthday parties where we go out to the restaurant of their choice and we invite the grandparents, aunt and uncle, and maybe like one of their friends. I'm trying to decide if I want to host a large party every 5 years or just for their first. So y'all have to let me know what y'all do. My son just turned 4, and so I need to know now so I can start planning, because I'm a planner and I like to know ahead of time. So yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all do. Alright, just ignore if you hear Blippi in the background, but I wanted to show y'all my calendar. So it can be a digital frame, which is one of my favorite features, honestly. Has the time right there really big. Also, this is the calendar version. So this has anything that I have planned for the week. You can change it to day, so it shows the actual day. You can do month, so it'll show the month. I like week best. And then this is one of my favorite things too. So this is the tasks. So I have me, my husband, which he doesn't normally put anything on here. And then here's my son. We're just starting out with him doing some chores. So making the bed. Normally I do let him click off that. So there's making the bed, starting the RoboVac. And then in the evening there's feeding our dog. But that'll pop up in the evening. And then we've got having devotions. I just got done cleaning the kitchen. There's cooking supper, made the bed. So, and then for each day I have different tasks that I'll have. You can give yourselves rewards. So I actually have enough points for Starbucks drink. So I don't put like rewards for every single thing. But for like cleaning the kitchen, I might put 1, making the bed 1, Liam making the bed 1. I still have to add what his reward would be. So it'll probably be like watching TV or something like that. And then here, this is also one of my favorites. So this is the meal planning. So you can add breakfast, lunch, and supper, and snacks. So for today, I'm about to make sausage balls. So I click the snacks, and then I click sausage balls. I can tap it, and it has my recipe. And so you can add your own recipes through the app, which is one of my favorite things about it. Sweet and sour chicken for supper. There's the recipe.
you can also add things to your grocery list. So that's awesome. You can add it on here or on the app, and they go out and back between each other. I'll show you that in a minute. And then there's pictures, and then here are lists. So I have several lists right now because I'm planning my daughter's first birthday. So I want him to make sure I have the right decor and cutlery. I've got food, games, photo booth stuff, the grocery list, scheduled events, and to-do lists. So for the grocery list, you can tap here to add whatever groceries that you need, or like I said, you can put it on your app on your phone, and then it will show up here as well. So I love that about it. You can put it to sleep. So you can tell it, I get mine to turn off at midnight and turn back on at 7 a.m. So I'm just going to save that again. And then there's settings where you automatically have, you can do a parental lock now. That's new. So I really like all of that. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show y'all. This is where it normally stays on the task. Let's see. Let's change to tomorrow. It looks basically like today. Let's see, Monday. Monday was a good amount. Mondays usually are. So like devotions, cleaning the kitchen, cooking supper, making bed, order cake supplies for the week when necessary, vacuuming the house, washing 2 loads of laundry, and folding them. And that I give myself points for sure, because I hate doing laundry. So I'm like, if I'm thinking I'm working towards a Starbucks drink or something like that, then that does help me want to do the laundry. So anyways, I love it. This is when it can hang or it can be put on a counter. So I keep mine on the counter. Whoop, that noise. I put mine on the counter here next to the cookies.
I bought this indoor plant last year and I've kept it in my kitchen near the window for the majority of the time. I'm notorious for letting indoor plants die. You can ask my husband. I do really try to keep them alive. I'm just not great at it. Indoor plants just seem more sensitive in my opinion, but I am happy with the way this one has grown a lot. I have actually had to trim it some. Don't remember what the name of the plant is, but if any of y'all know, you can let me know in the comments, and give me your opinion on how you think the plant looks. I think it looks pretty good, but y'all let me know. Alright, so salad nights are one of our favorite nights during the hot summer days. It does get up to around 100 degrees here in the summer. I live in the south. So this is a really nice, light, refreshing meal. One of the first things I do like to get started on is our homemade low-carb croutons. In my opinion, a good salad has to have croutons. So I start out, I preheat the oven to 350, and then I melt around a half stick of butter and brush that onto both sides of the bread. And then I will cut the bread into small square pieces. Sprinkle it with garlic powder and salt, or if you have garlic salt, you can do that. You have to watch it because it does seem like the garlic salt can be overpowering, in my opinion. So then you put it in the oven for around 7 minutes, and then grab it out, flip it, and put it in for around another 7 minutes or until they are crunchy. I do like to use Nature's Own low carb bread. They have it at Walmart. We have it at our Ingles, and so far the best deal that I've found is Sam's. Our local Sam's has it. It's got 2 in a pack, and I just stick 1 in the freezer until we need it. This brand hasn't seemed to ever knock us out of ketosis, so that's what I prefer to use. Because you do have to watch for certain ingredients. But while the croutons are baking, I shred some cheddar cheese. I like to get it in the block, and then I get a lot of the other ingredients prepped. My husband doesn't like whole tomatoes, so I cut them in half. And the cooked Purdue chicken tenders, that is the best in my opinion to go on a salad. I get that at our local Ingles, and I always like to cut them into bite-sized pieces. Everything I like bite-sized pieces. To me, that's the best. So I always try to do that. And when we always have bacon bits, I normally have a head of lettuce that I like to shred myself, but I went easy this time and I just bought a package of already shredded lettuce. I have tried several different Italian sugar-free dressings, and this is by far my favorite. I love it so much, and I always get it at our local Walmart. I got up early this morning. This is my son's birthday, and I wanted to try to get the cake all decorated before he got up, which I did accomplish, barely. He got up, and when he was walking out his bedroom door, I had just finished it and set it in the fridge. So I was really excited about that. I didn't have time to clean the kitchen yet, but that wasn't a big deal. I just wanted to be able to show him his cake as soon as he had gotten up. So I started out with trimming the cake layers, which I did not show that, but you do want to make sure that they're flat. And then right here, I am just stacking the cakes. And in the next scene, I'm going to be crumb coating it. So that's just where you put a very thin layer of buttercream so you can lock in any crumbs. And then you set it in the fridge and let it harden. And then you will go on to icing the cake, which I will be getting to very soon. Now, this is one of my favorite parts. I love to ice the cake. It's just so satisfying, in my opinion. I did a chocolate buttercream. My son asked for a confetti cake and he wanted construction theme. So I did a chocolate buttercream, which does go really good with confetti cake. And I wanted to leave the top edges rough just to make it a little more construction themed, in my opinion, which you'll see in just a second. And then in the next scene, you'll also see that I went ahead and carved into the cake just so I could make it look like a construction site. And I covered that in buttercream and then crushed Oreos for dirt. And I used cake scraps to make cake balls shaped into rocks while the cake was in the fridge, hardening a little bit, so I was able to go ahead and decorate it. So I covered the cake balls in chocolate just to kind of give them, a rock look. And I let Liam pick out the cake toppers off of Amazon. And I always like it when it's a cake topper that he can play with later. So, you just wash them and you can put them on the cake. And then afterwards you wash them again and they can play with them. So it's like a little birthday gift. And so I love this cake. I love how it turned out. At the very end, I will show you like a little video just so you can see close. And here is the aftermath of cake decorating, but it is all worth it in my opinion to see his happy little face. And here is a close-up of the cake. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think about it. Watch for the next video as you come with me to Hobby Lobby for fall shopping, and I'm also going to do a craft with y'all. We like to try to support our local businesses, so we went to one of our favorite bistros. They have the amazing chicken salad sandwiches on homemade sourdough, and I also enjoyed their salted toffee mocha frappe. So if y'all enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel.